What up, Bomb First Family? I'm here with a interview that well, I'll just say an interview that we're going to do with a young lady that currently is suing uh, a bunch of people. Um, Her name is Lydia Harris. Miss Lydia Harris. She's the ex-wife of Michael Harriot. And doing this interview with her, a lot of people are going to have a problem and wonder why I elected and Bomb first elected to do this interview over here. But uh, she's currently suing somebody. I was getting sued by somebody, and someone keep going over there doing interviews with them, and I informed them of it. So I decided it's okay for me to go ahead and do an interview with her. So she's currently suing Death Row Records, Marion Suge Knight, Calvin Brodus, which is Snoop Dogg, Interscope Records, Jimmy Iovine, Interscope, Ted Fields, Time Warner, David Cohen, Universal Music Group, Luciana Grange, David Kidder. Oh, I didn't catch that. And Mickey Shapiro. So she suing all of these people. And we want this to go and get the reasoning behind the lawsuit and in her own words. And we're going to go ahead and get her interview and we're going to talk to her, ask her some questions about this. We're going to ask her some questions about the movie Welcome to Death Row and the startup of Death Row and all of that. So this probably be a two-part uh, interview. But so, in her words, I'm not saying confirming or denying it, but the co-founder of Death Row Records and the recipient of $107 million judgment from Death Row Records, Miss Lydia Harris.
Hello, welcome everybody. How y'all doing?
Cool, cool, cool. So we'll first start off with just if you can explain a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with Death Row and you and Michael and about the time period and all of that and all the because there's so many misconceptions about you guys and I just got to throw it out there, you guys, just because I'm allowing her to speak her truth doesn't mean that Bomb First or Reggie or anybody like that agrees with it. But I let everybody. I believe everybody has a voice and should be able to tell their side of the story. And as you know, when she was around, I wasn't around, so I can't contradict anything she said about time periods until after she started talking about '95. Go ahead, Miss
Okay.
Harris.
Okay, well, back in 95, and really, I know everybody done heard this, that, or another old news, but I got into the Death Row scene when I was coming there for Dr. Dre to produce a song. And
Okay.
so when he agreed to produce a song, I told my ex, Michael Harris, I said, hey, they need a little help. And he said, what do you mean by that? I said, they need a little money behind them. And that's how one thing led to another. As me coming there for Dr. Dre to be able to produce a song called Do You Still Love Me? And Dr. Dre agreed to it. So I met Dr. Dre. I met
Okay.
everybody in the studio. And they was hungry.
You know, Reggie, ever since the City situation happened and we've been covering it ongoing, it reminds me how important it is to have a good lawyer on your team. That's why I'm glad to bring to you Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They have over 1,000 attorneys operating in all 50 states, and when you are seriously hurt, your injury could be worth millions. Morgan & Morgan don't settle for the lowball offers. They fight for every dollar you deserve if you become their client. Just recently, they achieved some significant verdicts for their clients, $12 million in Florida, 34 times the highest insurance offer, and $26 million in Philadelphia, which is over 40 times the highest insurance offer. With Morgan & Morgan, there's no upfront costs and the fee is absolutely free unless you win. And it only takes a few minutes to see if you have a case. If you've ever been seriously injured, your case can be worth millions, and you're only a few clicks away from finding out if you could change your life. It's easy to start your claim now. You can visit forthepeople.com/bomb, or you can scan the QR code with your phone's camera in the corner.
I did remember hearing that you used to do a lot of cooking and bring food around. I did hear that. So, okay. But you meant hungry in another way, meaning they needed help, financial help.
That's correct.
Okay. I got you.
And so I told Michael, because, Michael was incarcerated. So he said, hey, he got in touch with David Kenner. He said, I think we got a way to get into the music business. And when he told David Kenner was all excited because he wanted to meet Dr. Dre.
Okay.
So Suge set up a meeting, and we all went to Solar Studios. And he brought his kids, and everybody was excited. And that's how it all began.
When you say he brought his kids, who are you speaking of?
David Kenner brought his kids,
Okay, his daughter and son.
Yes.
Okay.
And they was intrigued because everybody knew who Dr. Dre was.
Okay. Okay. Now, there's a son or something like that, a boy. Was he one of the ones that they always talk about? That this like a stepson or adopted son of David Kenner's? Was he one of the kids that was there as well?
Well, yes. It was Linda's son. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we got that. You was around the studio. Now, this is what Suge say have always told me, and that he really got involved with you guys mainly because y'all told him that y'all had some dealings with Lil J, because I know y'all from Texas or something like that, and that y'all had ownership or something like that, or was something behind the Ghetto Boys or a group? Go ahead.
No, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
It was a award show in L.A. Suge didn't want to meet Jay Prince, and Jay Prince came down to the award show, and I introduced Jay Prince and Suge, because Suge didn't want to meet him. It wasn't nothing about who owned the Ghetto Boys or Rap a Lot Records, nothing like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you currently is about you recently. Okay. Let me just ask you this. So were you involved, or do you know anything about the funding, or did Michael give any money to Suge, or how did that all come up, other than you just tell them that they were hungry?
Well, they was hungry, and all the funding and all of that, that's old news. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what really happened. That's how it was.
Okay. So you let the record stand that
there wasn't no money at that time.
Okay. And I don't think nobody disputes that. That it was wrong. Okay, I don't think anyone disputes that. It just disputes that where the money came from. Because Suge, he would say if he was on his phone that, the money that they had came from chocolate and the Vanilla Ice situation. You know anything about that, or
no?
Or do you think that money was dried up?
I don't know nothing about that, because when I went there wasn't I didn't see nobody with no money.
Okay. Did you know anything about that?
Michael, the type of person, he was going to get involved. He had David Kenner to do his due diligence. So when Suge says that, I don't understand what he mean by that.
Okay. So the what you mean? What you don't mean by what? What you mean by that?
What do you mean that chocolate gave money or whatever? I don't know what he means by, like, if everything was everything.
Got you. Okay, the Vanilla Ice situation and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. What was your relationship with Virgil Robertson and Dick Griffey and them? Did you know them yet, or you just met them along with Suge?
I met them at the studio.
Met them at the studio. Okay. All right. So if there's any stories that you remember from being around there, because I remembered you sued Suge once before, or was threatening to sue Suge when he did an interview on Wendy Williams' show where he said some offensive words towards you and Snoop's mother.
When he defamed me. So that's how all this shit unraveled into where we at now.
Yeah. Okay, when he said that on the radio station. Okay.
Yeah,
and
when he opened his mouth up and said that, so everything boiled down
That's
to
what
what it
made
is
you
today.
decide to reopen the lawsuit, or to go ahead and sue them. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it wasn't reopening a lawsuit. That's what made everything transpire to be in a lawsuit.
Well, when I say reopen, because there was a lawsuit in '95 or '90. Well, I know it got settled around '95, '96.
Not with
But there
me.
was a lawsuit before.
Not with me.
You
It
didn't.
wasn't
You weren't a
settled.
part of that.
No,
Gotcha.
it wasn't settled with me.
Okay. But Harry, I believe, got either 300,000 or 350,000 from Interscope. I believe.
But that was something that Jimmy Iovine and the instructors with David Corns them, and that's what they came up with that to give Michael 300,000. But you got to
Okay.
understand, Michael was incarcerated. So
Okay.
with that said and done, a prisoner can't do business from jail. So you got to ask them that question. Why did you sign a release for Michael? They
So
never
who
signed.
signed it? Was the attorney? You didn't have no. You didn't sign it or anything.
Oh no, I wasn't even on
Okay.
there. That's
You
where it
weren't.
comes
Okay.
in there with the fraudulent paperwork.
Gotcha. Okay. Now I know you and Michael were still married at that time, but were y'all together? You know how some people be estranged and stuff, or were y'all still considered, you know, husband? I know you officially considered husband and wife, but were you estranged at that time, even though he was in prison?
No, I mean, what time frame are you talking about?
I'm talking about when they made the settlement to get the 300,000.
I think me and Michael were still married.
Well, of course y'all were married. Yeah, I know when y'all
Yeah.
got divorced when the second issue came up. Okay. So what I was just trying to get at, was you still a part of that, or did you benefit anyhow from the 300,000? Which,
No, I didn't.
yeah,
No, I didn't benefit from the 300,000. That's why they was trying to go back and keep open up the bankruptcy,
gotcha.
3 times because they was trying to embrace that they didn't have any standings on that.
Okay. So when did you file for bankruptcy?
You talking? That was a personal bankruptcy that I filed for. My
Gotcha.
personal
Okay.
bankruptcy.
Yeah, because I know Shug, in talking with Shug, he always had claimed that you you guys have represented in the bankruptcy of something like David Kenner was your partner, and then David Kenner filed for bankruptcy in like '99 or 2000, and he didn't claim any of the percentage to death row, and that's why he
See,
has
I
an
don't know
issue with
what
all of it.
our legal terms are, who filed what in whatever years, and I didn't even know David Kennedy had filed bankruptcy. So with that said,
Okay.
that it was all kind of moving parts because everybody was trying to cover up what they know they had did. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. Okay.
It was a cover up.
It was a big cover up. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So where do all of do you know anything about the other people, the other alleged investors that Harry supposedly brought into the table? Like PJ, Pat, or anybody like that? Do you know any of those dealings?
No, that was
You don't know any
David.
of those dealings?
No.
Because that, I can honestly say, and like I said, I'm so disappointed with Suge right now because, for some personal reasons, but uh, he has always maintained. But one thing I don't do is lie on him.
Mhm.
But he has always maintained, and I can honestly say I was sitting by him one time when he asked David, uh, David, did this? You told me that this guy was broke. You know that the court proceedings had pretty much drained him, and he and he said, but did he give any money, or did other people give money? And David had said, looked at him right there and said, oh no, he didn't give any money. He just connected people or something like that.
Who
What
said
would
that?
you say, David said that to Shell?
Oh, I don't know nothing about that conversation.
Well, I know you didn't know about the conversation, but I'm just saying he was pretty much saying Michael didn't give any money. He just introduced people to invest into Death Row at the time.
That's what David said to you.
That's what Shug. That's what a conversation I heard between David and Shug. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, no. See, all of that, like I told you, everybody was trying to cover up what really happened, and
Gotcha.
they all know what really happened.
And I
That's
believe David could have been lying. Yeah, I could have believed that David could have been lying because I really believe David was taking the money and maybe dueling it to Shug or whatever is what my
But see,
personal
my whole
belief.
thing is that everybody keep talking about the money, and
Okay. That's all that the Harris brought to the table, right? Will be the money. It's not like you brought an artist or anything to the table.
That's what I'm saying to you. And everybody, they said they're so confused behind who brought the money. Suge knows, Dre knows, all of them know how everything got started.
Gotcha.
And that's something that I don't want to keep going back and forth, but they know.
Okay. All right. We'll skip
so
past that.
Now is that everybody made money and they never paid me. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's fighting, but at the end of the day, if you look at everything, they use Suge. You know what I'm saying to you?
Okay.
Who told him not to go to court? He got a default judgment.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all. Yeah, I wasn't around him at that time, and I hate that I wasn't, but I hate that he did not go and fight that, and because in my opinion, all he had to say was, I settled this case with them when Harry got to 300,000.
No, but you got to understand that's why this new case is showing that all the defendants, they have to be accountable for what is going on now. You see what I'm saying to you? Everything is unraveling right now based on what happened. I lived it. So everybody is confused. Even Suge might be confused, or he might know now, and his eyes might open up now of how I'm coming. Because if you look at it, they all tried to get out the back door. All the other money people got out the back door. And we still stuck with nothing. Suge's in jail. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
I'm fighting, and I'm not giving up. I'm
okay.
not a liar. And one thing about Suge, know that I'm solid.
Yeah. Okay. Now,
so that's why I'm coming the way I'm coming now.
I got you, and please conduct your, respond to me however you want. I got you. Please. I heard, I don't know, I heard you and Suge talk within the last few months or whatever. What is you and Suge's relationship currently? How do you look at it?
We hadn't talked in the last 2 months. Suge made maybe it's been about a year and a half.
Okay.
One thing about it, when Suge talked to me,
okay,
he
always
gave
respectful.
Me, all respectful, and when I told him the last conversation I had with Suge, I said, hey, I sent over some paperwork and did a cease and desist, and he said, you did, and he said, hey, the ones you should be going after is Universal. He said, that's the money people. So Suge, he knows what's going on, but this is going to open his eyes up of how he really did everybody.
One thing, when I told him, because I'm the one that informed him about the lawsuit, and when I informed him about the lawsuit, he was like, oh, man, good. Now motherfuckers going to have to put the shit on the table.
There you go.
And he did say that was his exact words. So
that's right.
Yeah, okay.
They got to put it all on the table now, because I sat back, Reggie, and watched everybody. You don't know me. I don't know you, and I know you said, hey, a couple of things on the thing, but I don't get emotional about it because I don't fool with nobody, and when I come 100%.
Yes, correct.
And I think that at the end of the day, everybody needs to cut it out.
Okay.
And let's get the bag.